Hello everybody, Boy with the Beanie back here with another episode again. And before I continue with this video, Happy New Year and happy 2023 to whoever might watch this video. Last year was kind of odd. Well, saying it odd, last year was a piece of shit. But here's to hoping this year might be a bit better. The video this time is don't sleep on Quetz Quetzalcoatl. I'm not gonna try to pronounce it. I'm just gonna know how to say it because I know how to say it. And the reason I decided to go for this is because I'm not feeling too well. That's why I sound weird. And well, this video is short. Plus, I heard Quetzalcoatl mentioned in Scooby Doo, so I wanted to watch it. So let's see what it says.
And in this corner, weighing in at 141 pounds of mass destruction, the Lucha Libre goddess herself, Quetzalcoatl. Let's get into it. You have Babylonia, where Quetz was facing off against everybody. She literally used Mash's shield as a staircase, jumped into the air, and caught Anna's scythe with just 2 fingers. I don't even respect you enough to give you the whole hand. She stopped the clash from Anna and Mash at the same time, 1 hand apiece. I thought we were better than this. You have the
Okay, so I know I had the perfect frame to pause it on. I know Quetzalcoatl is a deity within Aztec mythology, and I know with notoriety comes power scaling. I just didn't know it would have started off this hard this fast. Like you didn't even get a running start. You just launched yourself into it with a cannon. Alright, you have my interest.
statement from Ishtar, who says that the combined power from her and Jaguar Man could only stop Quetz's charge 1 time. She single-handedly destroyed the south gate of Uruk, and by single-handed, I mean she literally crushed it with her bare hands to get inside. She even mentioned that she took out 100 of their men in the brief time that she was there, when Ritsuka's squad was going against Quetz. Just one of her casual strikes was enough to create a giant crater in the ground. In her fight against Kingu, Kingu came down on Quetz at the speed of a missile, and not only did she catch him out the air, but she fended him off on top of that. She's very
I'm calling bullshit on the anime physics with that thing she has around her. I've worn something like that. It doesn't work. The first thing a breeze hits that just goes in your face. What magic is that? I know she feats are gonna be quite astounding, but the astounding thing is that thing is still hooked to gravity pointing down.
tactful, using his own phantasm against him to pull herself in and show equal power in terms of raw strength. She flat out sliced an entire Lamu in half just moments before it got to Mash. She managed to stop an attack from Dark Ushi, despite us knowing that Ushi is ridiculously fast right before she came in contact with the squad. In her fight against Ritsuka's squad, she went up against everybody, and they still couldn't hold her. Anna, Mash, Ishtar, Jaguar Man. Even with all of their efforts combined, it was completely useless. When Ritsuka...
She just looked like she's playing at this point. Oh, you ain't even gotten from when she's being serious.
was about to get attacked by Alamu. Quetz came in with the drop kick from hell and knocked that same Lamu straight into a stone wall. When she pulled up to Uruk, not only did she effortlessly get through their soldiers, but she was juggling their dead bodies around like it was a circus act. Just the sheer force of Quetz throwing her weapon was enough to leave a crater in the ground against Kingu. She has great skill, being able to snipe a Dark Ushi off of her serpent by just throwing her blade. She's demonstrated raw power unlike anything we've ever seen before. She caught the entire axe of the god Marduk with just her hands alone and threw it for 30 kilometers without even breaking a sweat. To put this into perspective, she mentioned that same X can be compared in size to an entire city. She also mentioned that it would take 900 of her winged serpents 3 days to carry this axe without her help.
So I'm getting tomboy vibes because this clearly ain't your dainty female. Yes, I know I choose the right one.
Had enough strength to bend the horns of the divine bull of heaven, Gugalana, and tie them together like it was nothing. Then she proceeded to pile drive his massive body into the earth from several kilometers in the air. She tanked a brutal surprise kick from Mash, and she wasn't even bothered. As a matter of fact, she gave Mash a high score. When she was fighting against Kingu, she tanked a massive chain slam from his phantasm. She straight up tanked 3 shots from Ishtar's boat of heaven and didn't even bother moving out the way. Ishtar being a goddess herself, she tanked being thrown by the beast Goetia and responded by licking her lips. Delicious. I like it a lot. She deflected multiple bullet speed shots from Ishtar at close range with her weapon. She has great agility, being able to dodge multiple of Kingu's chain phantasms despite them being nearly unreactable. Once again, she was keeping up with Dark Ushi, who was easily going at Mach speeds and coming out of Quetz's blind spots with after images. You have the statement from Ishtar Rider, who says that Quetz is also a goddess of the planet.
What is this plushy thing and why is it the first time I'm seeing it? I want to have one, like a sidekick. But I want to be sarcastic, like Puck from Bazook.
Venus, meaning she has the same authority. Even if she threw her planet Venus phantasm at Quetz, she would just toss it right back at her. You have the statement from Jaguar Man, who says that Quetz is also extremely good at commanding an army. If you look at her profile, it tells us that she's literally a lucha master. Whether it be a god or a beast, they both can get this headlock. In Babylonia,
that's kinda cool.
she jokingly put Merlin in a cobra twist and had him aching all over. She wrestled against ruler Martha and she still came out on top. She went up against Sherlock in his unique martial arts and beat him so bad that he thought he was hallucinating. Complementary to her being a lucha master, she has a vast array of wrestling techniques at her disposal, using Jaguar Man's own weapon against her and following this up by catapulting her into the ground. She tussled with Anna and Jaguar Man at the same time and didn't even take them serious. Jaguar Man also being a divine spirit, she fought against multiple clones of Dark Ushi on her own and was still fending them off. She's one of the only servants that can actually fly, this being brought up by Mash when she was 100 meters above Tiamat's head. From the conversation with the Uruk soldiers, we know that she has access to magical mangoes that allow her to restore her energy. She has wind
What?
The conversation.
Yeah, mango. Why mango? Somebody enlighten me in the comments. Why mango? Mango. Could have been anything. Why mango?
With the Uruk soldiers, we know that she has access to magical mangoes that allow her to restore her energy. She has wind manipulations that allowed her to hoist one of the soldiers 100 meters into the air. Even when she kills her target, she has spells that allow her to revive certain people of her choosing. Due to her being a benevolent goddess, she has the condition where she can only truly be harmed by evil things. She has the authority to negate enemy surveillance and end them with her phantasm. From just letting off a swipe of her flame manipulations was enough to cause a wide range explosion. You have the statement from Mash, who says that just her scream can be heard from miles away. With just the sheer power behind her Sunstone phantasm, she was able to evaporate Tiamat's Chaos Tide, the same Chaos Tide accessed by her divine divine authority that could swallow you whole and make you one of her children. And that's just the light.
Is that a bad thing though? Take that into any perspective you want. Is that a bad thing? Just throwing that out there. Is that a bad thing?
Part of it. Quetz is so powerful that she has the authority to manifest the power of the sun's energy in the palm of her hands. It's time for all these other servants to take a back seat. She then reinforced her body with the sun's energy, literally went into space, and came back down with the greatest cosmic leg drop of all time. A leg drop against the earth-threatening mother goddess of the beast class, Tiamat. She was able to break through not one, but 3 of Tiamat's protective shields. Dark Ushi herself mentioned that the only thing that could rival Tiamat in this state was something on the level of Goetia's Band of Light. A band of light that was manifested through the energy of him incinerating mankind. And Quetz was still able to match its caliber. She has the physical strength to jump higher than a Starfo's hippogriff, a familiar and a phantasm that can literally fly. When Quetz was in her ruler form, in a similar fashion to Kingu, she was tactful enough to take Carmilla's chains and use them against her. In this form, she was casually pulling trees out the ground, just to use them as training dummies. We also know that by her divine power, she's able to temporarily negate the effects of poison. You have her EX riding, which gives her access to the largest flying animal of all time. If that wasn't enough, it comes with wind, rain, and lightning manipulations on top of that. I mean, the evidence speaks for itself. These guys are out here fighting for second place, and Quetz is out here 1v1ing one of the strongest creatures in Fate that's capable of devastating the entire planet. Add on the fact that she can manifest the power of the sun and her brilliant wrestling moves, just throw in the towel. Quetz is truly of a different league. She is not just partially divine, she's not a pseudo-servant, she is literally the closest thing you can get to being an actual deity as a servant. She's ranked EX in 8 different categories. Come on, man. I'm hitting my girl with the EX. There's only a few real enough to hold the title. You guys can't be serious.
Okay, coming into this video, I did not know she would be that strong. There wasn't even a time with the Achilles video that said despite being damaged, she was still able to know. There is no damaging her. So yeah, I clearly picked the right one. This was nice, short, sweet, simple. Quite surprising because I did not know she would be that strong, but I'm into it. What can I say? As always, I'll see you all in the next video, and I need some rest.